As an affordable watch collector with small wrists, my watch collecting hobby has organically gotten to this point. I gotta make my slim budget and my slender wrists, um, I gotta accommodate these factors. And I can't just keep buying new, readily available watches out there because I could be spending a lot of money that way. I'm still spending a lot of money because I'm still buying a lot of watches. But what I've been doing lately is mixing in matching innards, dials, bezels, cases with different watches. This watch wasn't originally like this. Now it came in a case like this. This probably is the case that it came with. I could be wrong. This could be a sample case. No, it's not. Um, but it definitely did not come with this case. It just came from somewhere else. I sourced another watch with the same case in better shape. I mean, this is new old stock basically. It's in great shape, right? I did that a few times with this style of watch. This dial did not come with this case. This is the same case. I actually brushed the sides on this one. Not bad. It's not perfect, but it's a better result from the last time I tried brushing the sides of a Seiko. The innards did not come with this case. This innards, the dial, the movement came in a gold case. Different shape, different everything. I'm not a big fan of that case. I'm not a big fan of gold watches. I have a few, but as you know, the gold fades quickly and it looks horrible. In my opinion, this looks better. These end links are from this watch. The J style bracelet is an AliExpress purchase. I had to file the end links of this watch so that these could work. It's not a perfect fit. It's not a perfect match of the gold tone, but it works very well. So when I'm not getting new old stock cases, I am looking for sample cases, sample watches. These are samples that a Seiko rep, I'm assuming, would take to the department stores to show. And it would generally come with the watch in this way without the clasp. The case is in perfect shape. You know, you will find a nick here and there, but it's pretty much new old stock. You see there the stamp sample. You can partially read that. But the innards are genuine Seiko. The dial is the sample dial. The hands are the sample dial. But they're real hands. It's a real dial. I just have to source a movement. I do not like the way Seiko tends to, especially in vintage watches, tends to follow the line of the case to match their bracelet. I prefer the watch head to stand on its own. Right? And again, a vintage watch is gonna fit better to my liking on my smaller wrist. So let me show you an example of now originally these watches are very similar. They're basically the same, right? But originally the black dial came inside the case of the white dial one. Okay? But I switched them because the white dial was and is a sample watch. See the stamp there? Whereas this was an actual selling, working watch. I felt that the black dial looked better on the newer case watch, on the sample case watch. And I felt that the imperfections were hidden better with the white dial on the old non-sample case watch. And I believe I'm right. These end links I had to shave, grind. It's not a perfect fit, but it works. Again, AliExpress purchase. I'm liking this white dial a lot. You guys know I'm a big fan of field watches, right? So, but how cool is this watch? This watch is one of my favorites. Every time I put it on, I just feel like I'm rocking one of the baddest, coolest, affordable watch out there. With this, it's got a real Seiko buckle, but this two-piece canvas, it might be nylon actually, is from Citizen. And many a times I've been thinking about buying that Citizen again just to have an extra band. You guys will remember this. This is, I got my part 1 and my part 2 on the C Stern 62 MAS Homage dial mod. Cool watch. Look at this. My latest creation. This is a genuine Seiko dial. Everything else about it is not genuine Seiko. The dial is. The dial is from this genuine Seiko watch. I basically did a tactical version. Not bad, huh? Big fan of this watch. This is a bigger watch. This is an AliExpress case, AliExpress hands. NH36, is it 36 with day and date? I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a bigger watch on a smaller wrist, but I feel that I can barely pull it off. Cool, right? I like it a lot. The bezel, also AliExpress purchase. It took a long time to finally have the right look, but I'm happy with the results. This Seiko, genuine Seiko dial, same movement as that 7S26 on a titanium AliExpress 38 millimeter, 37 millimeter case. Not bad. I forget the model number of the dial that this dial came from. Excuse me. But if you look at my videos, go to my page, search the catalog, you'll see it. I don't have a big catalog, so it won't be that hard to find. You may remember this watch, my Sportmatic. Do I have the case here? No. When I bought this watch, I bought it at a swap meet. It came with a case that was missing 2 lugs. They grinded off the lugs for some reason. Maybe they wanted to wear it like a pocket watch. I sourced a new old stock case. Got lucky with this AliExpress bracelet that fits. Had to fiddle it, with it a little bit, but how cool is that? I mean, this watch looks immaculate. This watch could be a new watch from today's market. The crown is tucked in. It's a bigger size watch for a watch from the late 60s. Very modern size, if you ask me. I forget the mm, forgive me. This is another sample case watch. And you've seen the case. The innards came from this watch. Originally the V743 8A20. I think the movement is not the same movement. It might be a 7N43. If that's the case, they're interchangeable. Again, I am sorry. This is going off the top of my head. Not a bad looking watch originally, but in my opinion, with this new old stock case, looks much better. I get to play watchmaker. Sample case brought to life. This dial, I thought it was, it reminds me of a enamel dial. The lighting is not doing this watch any justice. Forgive me for that. But you find a sample case watch in great shape, and you get the innards, you make it work. This is a original Seiko dial. Originally came in this case. This dial, I forgot where it came from. I'm sorry, I buy these watches and it's a mess, trust me. But in my opinion, flat crystal, what I did to it looks much better. Again, this case came from this watch. Remember this watch? I'm mixing and matching, y'all. I'm mixing and matching. I'm finding renditions that, in my opinion, are improvements, aesthetically at least, because this acrylic bubble crystal is not an improvement, some might say. I say it is. I say it's a much better looking watch for it. That's what I'm doing, y'all. I might not be uploading as much, forgive me. A lot has been happening, but I'm still playing with my watches. You know, it don't stop. Sample case watch, still has a sticker. You can barely see behind there. It does say sample. But look, it's in great shape. This watch, check this out. This is the same case, but clearly worn. Doesn't look that bad, but it just doesn't compare to minty fresh. It doesn't compare at all. Again, this is a sample case watch. Look, this is how the salesman would take it. Imagine a briefcase from the 70s, the 80s, this dude. It's not a bad look. The continuation of end link and bracelet is not a bad look, but I prefer the watch head to stand on its own with a bracelet that'll allow for the case to be its own thing and not a continuation, you know? Am I wrong? Am I right? We're all different, right? And again, they do not come with the class to save money. I got an AliExpress bracelet coming in for this, so I don't have a bracelet on it. But you can trust that it's gonna look awesome. C Stern 62 MAS leftovers. What did I do? I got a 38 millimeter Rolly style case. I had to do something with it. It wasn't just gonna sit. This is probably the watch that started it all. Came originally in this case. Not a fan of integrated bracelets. Well, it started with this, and it ended up with all of this. Not bad. Which one am I the most proud of? I don't know, man. This one looks hot. This is what Seiko should be doing, right? Am I wrong? I've seen Seiko mods that look really good, but some of them don't pass the test, the smell test. Some of them look a little funky, and this is not a mod, but it's such a pretty watch. This is a quartz watch, and again, I got a budget, right? So not only am I increasing my collection, which maybe I shouldn't, but it is, I'm also getting to learn to tinker with things. Like, for example, this middle solid end link is not perfect. What I do, I put a little bit of wire in between so that it's not going back and forth. You know? Little things like that. I'm figuring things out. I'm pretending to be a watchmaker and I'm having fun, y'all. Hope you guys get to have as much fun too.